Kendall here with Average Use Slo-Pitch. Today we're bringing out the all-new Louisville Slugger Genesis KK41. This is a one-piece, 13-inch power load model, meaning you got the 1 ounce end load. The one we're swinging today, 27.5, and I can tell you, you can tell it's a 27.5. Feels pretty true to being that heavier bat with a 1 ounce end load. I apologize ahead of time to Keltner, who would much rather this probably be a 25.5 or at most 26.5. And really same to PK as well. And reason I say that is we got, again, Keltner out here. He's kind of our middle-aged player here. Plays USSA D, military B at that point. And we got PK, who realistically we should bring some senior bats out here for him, but he's still hitting the crap out of the ball with these USSA bats. So with that being said, PK these days is playing D, occasional C pitches. So obviously, as we all know, if you're willing to pitch, that gets you a lot of opportunities as well. But when I first moved to New Mexico, PK is really one of the reasons I still play softball. Back then, he was kind of rocking that C-B level, and then we were playing military ball together as well. So he'll give you an idea of kind of who we got out here, who's taking these swings, so you can kind of measure up to how the ball's performing, bats performing, all that kind of stuff from each kind of person. Today, we're at Apodaca, 330 down the lines, 365 to the gaps, and 385 to center with that batter's eye. We'll be using 52s to start, ZN High-Cons. Those are 52 300s. And then for our Pro-Ms, we've got ZNs, Gold Dots, and Razzos, all Pro-Ms, no stadiums, classic Ms, hardcores, nothing like that. So let's get some swings on this thing, see how it performs, come back, final correction, final thoughts. All right, let's see where our KK41 Genesis starts at. We're pretty much expected on, or we're pretty much used to, I should say, on the one pieces seeing pretty much a 275 start, same with really all of them. And then the one piece we found drop compression a little bit faster a lot of times, but they all hold in the long run pretty well. But yeah, so again, as we've seen kind of with the Mighty Ducks with headbangers as well, these latest one pieces are starting closer to that 260 mark. And then they're pretty much game ready, but they hold fine even after the swings we put out here. So like normal, we'll go 52s, Pro-Ms, come back, let you know how many swings we took, final correction, final thoughts. All right, the KK41 starting again with 52s, those High-Cons. I'm excited to see how this thing performs. The one-piece bubblegum was one of my favorites this year as well. That 1 ounce end load was great. It lacked a little bit of forgiveness you like to see, but I think with the way Louisville Tech's kind of gotten better throughout the year and a little hotter straight out of the wrapper, which we saw especially with this one being right at like 260, I'm expecting to see that forgiveness improve, which then is going to make this 1 ounce end load, power load, just nearly perfect, I think.
102 miles per hour.
Huh. Well, that's a nice 52 swing. Holy moly.
77 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour. 89 miles per hour.
That ball is flying off this barrel, though.
Yeah, it is.
Louis' always been great with 52, so I mean, I didn't really expect anything less, but that one felt like a miss and just flew.
It sounded like a miss, too. I think you got a little high.
I think so.
102 miles per hour.
Because that's the sweet spot.
Sure is. That
Holy moly.
Nice.
79 miles per hour.
Okay.
99 miles per hour.
99 top spin.
101 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see that second gear that one took?
It like sped up halfway there. It did what we like to call a Flappy Bird.
Wow.
But man, again, every time you hit 52s with the Jennies, you realize there's a reason it's top of the line out there for 52s. That's for darn sure.
75 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour.
Well, okay.
99 miles per hour.
I think we've seen everything we need to with 52s. I mean, did I think it wasn't going to perform 52s? No. Did I think it was going to come off quite that good? No. But again, if you have to swing 52s, hot dots, whatever, you can never go wrong with Louis. Top of the line for sure in that department. Let's go ahead, swap over to the Pro-Ms and see if we can't emulate kind of that same performance now with the Pro-Ms, but obviously take it up a notch now that we're with the USSA balls. We really couldn't have got any better performance with the 52s. Let's see how these Pro-Ms perform.
93 miles per hour.
They're just getting off the hands like a dummy. And to the track. I mean, I like that start. Not the swing, not my swing, but the performance. That makes me look good.
100 miles per hour.
Little 100-mile-an-hour knuckleball.
80 miles per hour.
Okay.
98 miles per hour.
And even more of a knuckleball.
104 miles per hour.
Wow, we're
80 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour.
That was slightly low. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, the only kind of downside to the one-piece bubblegum, which is our last power load, the forgiveness didn't really feel like it was there. At times, you catch it off the sweet spot and get a pretty big lack of performance. You don't have to worry about that at all with this one. Again, we are only 40-ish swings in between, 40-ish, between 52s, Pro M's. Last one I felt like I caught a little low, 97, gone. One before that, caught a little high on a line here, 104. So the forgiveness is there. When you catch the sweet spot, the ball takes off and absolutely flies. So far, so good. And again, anyone who's worried about Louisville Slugger durability type stuff, realize that was more of a cold weather issue, not an actual durability. Again, we're only 40 swings. We're going to keep going, but we don't have a single web, nothing other than a couple ball marks. So we'll keep it going, see how these continue to perform, let it open up, and so far, so good. All you got to really get used to, again, is that Louisville Slugger sound. So if you're a Louisville person, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's the part you got to get used to kind of in the beginning, is you don't get that real nice crack noise that you get from some other models out there.
85 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour.
Okay, caught that one low. You know how I know? Because my hand hurts. But it's forgiving. It'll make you remember not to do it, but it's forgiving.
79 miles per hour.
I carry.
96 miles per hour.
nice tomahawk swing.
Nice tomahawk swing.
Terrible pitch. Good swing on a terrible pitch.
Forgiveness not so much.
79 miles per hour. 105 miles per hour.
Golly.
Wow.
There it is right there.
79 miles per hour.
Love you.
104 miles per hour.
Well, it's coming off this barrel pretty nice. Pretty nice.
81 miles per hour.
All right.
94 miles per hour.
I don't think that was sweet spot either.
No.
And it does not matter.
No.
99 miles per hour.
Golly, dude. All right, all right, all right.
78 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour.
Little 99 knuckling.
89 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour.
Holy moly.
That was an easy swing.
Yeah,
That was all bare.
that 1 ounce end load. Just let it come through the zone. Oh boy.
84 miles per hour.
Those are 52s.
93 miles per hour.
Every bit of the sweet spot. Golly. Man,
94 miles per hour.
that might have been a slight miss. I can't tell from the sound, but the ball flew. Way gone.
98 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness.
There it was.
The top of that tree didn't catch it. That was clearing that bathroom. Every bit of that bathroom.
87 miles per hour.
that goes, I'm done. On a miss. Oh, there it is. All right. Again, the KK41, Louisville, biggest thing you got to get used to, the sound difference, right? If you haven't swung Louis, it's probably going to bother you in the beginning, but you can put the sound past you. Performs right there with everything. This one's super forgiving. End load really helps you through the zone. Just get your hands there. You'll be good to go. We're going to go ahead and pick up some balls, let this thing sit. Final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's see where our KK41's sitting. Not gonna lie, normally I'd let it sit a little bit longer, but it's getting a little hot out here. We're done picking up the balls and I wanna go home. So we're gonna test it, and if it's something crazy low, I'll test it again later when I get home. But pretty much as expected. So started right at about 255, 260, put it just under 100 swings on it, and now we're right at 250. So really didn't move much, and again, I've let it sit for maybe 15 minutes. It is pretty warm out here. We all just hit it. So I'd be willing to bet it still hasn't really moved at all in compression. But that's what we've really seen from the 1Pcs that have dropped with Louisville since kind of middle of the year, is they're starting close to that 260 mark versus the 2Pcs starting at 275 plus. And they get to kind of 250, 255, and they hold. All right, we are swings complete, compression complete here with the Louisville Slugger Genesis KK41. And all in all, it's pretty much what you've come to expect from Louisville Slugger. You've got a bat that performs amazing with the 52s, super forgiving, ball jumps off, you see good speeds, everything like that. And then where I think the biggest change for this one is from kind of previous models as far as the 1Pcs go, because I think the 1Pcs lacked a little bit of that forgiveness that you wanted up until maybe like the Mighty Ducks that Headbangers dropped. And then I know they've got one more that's coming out with that same kind of Mighty Duck tech. So those ones kind of, I think, improved on the forgiveness side, but you had a slight drop off maybe in the overall sweet spot performance. With this one, the sweet spot performs great. The 1 ounce end load coming through the zone gives you kind of that APG4 bubblegum performance as far as that goes. But for me, I thought the APG4 and the bubblegum were a little bit lacking on the forgiveness side. Kind of a little high, a little low. You got that real bad kind of Louisville ping sound that people have kind of gotten used to now, don't really like a whole lot if they're not used to it. But then the performance kind of dropped off. With this one, you still got the sound piece, which again, you just kind of got to get used to if you're going to swing the Louisville 1Pcs. But the performance was still pretty good. It wasn't a significant drop off. So even today, as it got a hotter, which again, early October, or nearly early October, it's like September 30th today. No idea why we're still pushing to the 90s, but still performed great, which is to be expected. The nice part about these handling the 52s really well is they handle the softer balls well, which means on hotter days, or if you get turn-ins where the balls are starting to cook, things like that, it'll still handle those softer Pro-Ms well as well. But with that being said, I would say sweet spot wise reminds me pretty close to APG4, maybe a slight uptick there. And then forgiveness, not quite to the level of like the 2Pcs or like Brady's, which I still think is the top of the line. For me, it's the number one Louisville still for the year, which is crazy because it was the first one to drop for this year. But you get that great performance from that 1Piece, nice and easy through the zone. And again, it's just Louisville continues to maintain kind of that steady performance where all their bats perform. You don't have to worry about certain ones being duds, certain ones not. Just know the 1Pcs, you're getting good sweet spots, a little bit less forgiveness. The 2Pcs, typically, you get all around good sweet spots, slightly less than maybe the 1Pcs, but increased forgiveness. And then you have a couple of the outliers there, like the Brady, which you get that maximum kind of sweet spot performance for Louisville, as well as the maximum forgiveness. So if you decide you want to pick one of these up, a great choice for somebody looking for that 1Piece 1 ounce end load model. I know there's not a whole lot of 1 ounces from Louisville. Just know if you haven't swung the 1Pcs yet, this probably isn't quite as forgiving as like the Bedlams, the Tantrums, things like that, or the KP like 23, Everett. I know there's a whole bunch of 1Pcs this year, but sweet spot performance wise is going to be right up there with any of those bats. So something to keep in mind. Either way, these are still available at sluggerslo-pitch.com and headbangersports.com. Code ADS35 on either site will save you 20%. On Headbangers, it also includes free shipping, so just something to keep in mind. But either way, if you need help picking one of these up or just have kind of questions, comments, concerns, drop them down in the comments of this video. Head to any of the social medias. We're on pretty much all of them. Or go to averageslowpitch.com. There's a contact us page. Let us know how we can kind of help you out or if we can answer any kind of questions for you as well. That being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully kind of help you decide whether or not you want to pick one of these up, maybe a different Louis model, maybe a different brand, whatever it might be. Either way, ADS on Headbangers for pretty much everything not Louisville, and then for Louisville, ADS 35. So thanks for checking out the video. Have a great day.